Sir, did you expect the collapse of the Afghan state to happen in this manner? It did. And what is your impression of the manner in which Ashraf Ghani left?
Well, I don't think this is the right time to reflect on that massive tragedy.
Okay, sir. So, who do you blame for the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan and why? What do you think will be the...
It's very clear. The Taliban were never under pressure in Pakistan. They used Pakistan as a support base. They were not having sanctuaries there. The whole of Pakistan was in the service of the Taliban. United States tried to incentivize the Pakistani cooperation to buy it. The more they paid, it more emboldened the Pakistanis to provide more services and more aid to the Taliban. So the issue of a nuclear state sponsoring terrorism and insurgency against our Western allies and the Afghan state was never addressed. The second reason is the Doha talks legitimized the Taliban. And the Taliban did not remain loyal to their words. They did not honor their commitments, and they fooled the whole international community. The purpose of the Doha office was to keep the international community divided, keep them hopeful for a peace process which did not exist, but they were investing on military conquest, and Pakistanis were backing them wholeheartedly, and it was an unwavered support. So that's reason 2. Reason 3, in the last 2 years, the Republic came under enormous pressure from our American allies. There came a time they blackmailed us. They said, either you release the prisoners or we will cut aid to you. We will decrease our military assistance to you. We will entirely cut it. And we said, are you sure these people do not end up back in the front lines? And their answer was no. Whereas they all ended up in the front lines. So it was not prisoner release. It was gifting the Taliban a division of highly radicalized fighters. And the fourth reason is there were people in our government who were not aware of the situation, who were taking everything for granted. And they were landed politicians. Anyway, again, it's not the right time to focus on that.
Yeah.
But we cannot confine it to these 4 reasons. There are numerous reasons which led to this tragedy. The bottom line is NATO is gone, U.S. military is gone, but the Afghan people are not gone, and the Afghan people cannot be evacuated. Kabul airport is tip of an iceberg. The country has sunk into a tragedy. Known terrorist groups have taken over Afghanistan. Today, for example, a money launderer who was facilitating transactions between Al-Qaeda sympathizers and the Taliban has become chief of the Afghan governor of the Afghan Central Bank. Haqqanis are running Kabul, and needless to explain who the Haqqanis are. This is a shame, and this is a betrayal, and I don't want to be part of that shame. I don't want to be part of that betrayal. We will fight. We will fight until the enemy believes and comes to a conclusion that Afghanistan should remain Afghanistan and it should not become Talibanistan.
Sir, so what do you think of American attitude and behavior during this period, during this episode? Their sudden departure and leaving so many arms and ammunition, and reports that all are arms
I think they are watching what they did on TV screens, and they are seeing how the world media is now dominated by negative anti-American headlines. United States, the civilization, it's a global power. It's the mightiest military power on earth.